All right, welcome back, you guys. Good evening. What's up? Since I did the fruit punch, I was like, and I talked about Cool Blue because Cool Blue is my favorite. We're going to review Gatorade Cool Blue. All right, and like I had mentioned, if you haven't seen the Gatorade fruit punch video, go ahead and just stop this, put this one on hold, and go back and check that one out. I'm going to say a lot of the same things I've said in this one. And once again, this is a sports drink. This is not a substitute for water. Drop a little bit of keys and education for y'all. If you like, based on your BMI, you're supposed to drink a certain amount of water each day. If you don't know that, now you know. You might want to Google that. This, like I had mentioned in other Gatorade videos, this has been known to save people's lives. And some people say it has a nasty aftertaste because of the sodium that's in there and the electrolytes. Me personally, it doesn't. There's other worse pre-workout drinks, and this is not a pre-workout. This is for rehydration. This is good for rehydration, replenish, and to refuel you whenever you're almost near dehydration. That's what Gatorade was intended for. Whenever its initial use, when it first came out, I don't know the exact year, look it up, but it's been out for decades. Before I was born, hell, probably before my parents was born. But regardless, it has various flavors and sub trims, like sub models. I remember it had Gatorade Fierce, it had G2, it had Intense, it had the gels, it had the sports bars, you name it. I'm pretty sure they still got it, but for the most part, the original lineup, like I mentioned in other videos, I believe was Fruit Punch, Cool Blue, Lemon Lime, or it was called Lime, Orange, and there might have been another flavor. I believe the original 4 or 5 flavors, but most people's go-tos were Cool Blue, Fruit Punch, or the Lemon Lime, or Lime, whatever it was called. I don't know anybody personally that liked the orange, because orange was just so mediocre. I'm going to have to review the orange, because I don't even know if it was anything in Hoot and Holler about. I've had it a few times, but whenever I generally would get Gatorade as a kid, it was mostly the Cool Blue. Cool Blue was my favorite. I like, I don't know what I would compare it to. I haven't had it in years. But if I could describe the taste, like even before I do this, like, yeah, Gatorade, it does have that electrolyte taste and how I described it in the first video. Some people would say it has undertones of being salty. That's the taste of the sodium. Because this drink, it's only 12 ounces, 12 flow ounces, and it does have 160 milligrams of sodium. The reason why is it's made to replenish, rehydrate, and refuel you. Like I said, this drink was intended for if you were depleted or you just had a hard workout or you're in the middle of a game, whatever sport it is, it's a sports drink. You may not be an athlete or at the college level, high school level, or professional level, but you're still able to use this. So that was the main intention when this was created. And yeah, I'm guilty of, yeah, sometimes people might treat it as Kool-Aid. It's not sugary and it's not sour. Some people said that aftertaste is sour. It's not. And even I myself have been guilty of drinking this maybe with a high caloric meal. But I might have worked out that day. Some people, they just drink it just like it's juice. That's not what it's intended for. But now that I got, every time I do a video and it's a sports drink, or like, I don't think I'll be doing any pre-workouts because I don't, even though I'm getting older, I never take pre-workout. I just, man, my thoughts, my anger, listening to that Tupac and, you know, DMX, listening to that music, that's enough pre-workout for me. But I wish it was the same whenever it came to recovering, because I ain't gonna lie, I'd be sore. I'd be so sore. The body ain't as young as it used to be. But anyhow, let's just jump right into it, and let's see what Cool Blue is tasting like nowadays. Let's see if they stayed the same and they lasted for the testament of time. Oh yeah, it's smelling the same. It's smelling like The only way I can describe a smell, and I would say it smells like Certo, because I used to take it back whenever when I was living wild and partying, and I don't know, it was an old wise tale. If you mix the blue Gatorade, it had to be the blue, they said, with Certo gelatin, that it would clear your urine for marijuana. I don't know how true that was. I'm not gonna, if that's, just stop doing drugs all in. It don't matter if it's weed or not. I know I have tons of sidebars in the video, but I probably shouldn't have said that. I'm not gonna crop it out, but regardless, if you're on probation and you do that and you end up getting caught, you deserve it. Or if you fail a drug test for a job, you deserve to get caught. It teaches you responsibility. Just don't do drugs, people. But that's what that smell reminds me of. Probably because that's what I used it for, like I just said. But let's see if it tastes the same. Hell yeah. And it's not like a blueberry taste. It's like it is like a berry. To me, it's like a berry taste. It's sweet, and then of course it kind of has that not really sour. It's like kind of like on a bitter cusp, and that's just the electrolytes and the sodium. Some people would say, oh yeah, especially if you drink it with that gelatin a lot, it does have the little bit of the sour aftertaste, but it's not that bad and nothing to cry about. It's not like it's Warhead. For the most part, through and through, I give them a 10 out of 10, 100% for staying through and through. The taste is still the same, and I'm so glad they didn't change that for their original Cool Blue recipe. If I can go back, man, I wouldn't even have to go back in time because I was getting it back then. I played a lot of sports. I wrestled, did a little bit of boxing at hobby as workouts. Really wasn't a hooper. I was more into wrestling because I really wasn't that good at hooping. I'm not tall. I did play some football. You know, did a whole bunch of sports. Some of them I stuck with. Some of them I would quit every year. Did a little bit of track. And Gatorade was there through and through. But for the most part, I worked out a lot, lift weights, ran. Always stayed in shape. I was one of them guys that can get into shape like that, no matter how long the fall off was. And I was blessed with genetics to do that. But the taste is uncanny. If you never had the original Gatorade Cool Blue, I am going to highly recommend it. Add that to, and I concur that you work out, okay? Not just drinking it as Kool-Aid. It does have a very appetizing taste, and I do highly recommend it. Now, as far as rating it, man, as far for a sports drink, and it does rehydrate you, you do feel refreshed. I'm not gonna promise you that you're still gonna be sore the next day. So regardless, it does what it's supposed to do. It stayed the same. Nostalgia, testament of time, and for that reason, like I said, some people would say Powerade or other drinks are better. I'm giving Gatorade Cool Blue, along with the flavor, I'm giving this a 9. I might hurt some people's feelings on that, but I don't care. Fuck you. That's my rating through and through based off of what I just tasted right now and my experience with it. A whole life. I would give this a whole life achievement. And I'm not gassing it. If you haven't had it, I would say, and you want to get an introduction to Gatorade, this should be your flavor that you try firstly, Gatorade Cool Blue. But yeah, I recommend it. I give it a 9. I told you why, and it sticks by through and through, and it does exactly what it's supposed to do. It could save your life, especially in a hot day or after a day of working out and you're almost near dehydration. But all right, that's the review for Gatorade Cool Blue. But if you guys like me making content like this and you want me to continue to make content like this, like, share, subscribe. turn on the bell notifications, and also if you want to donate to the channel, go ahead and check out my bio here on YouTube. It'll tell you exactly what to do. You want to send recommendations, do the same. I always tell you guys, thank you for support. I appreciate you guys stopping by, because without you guys supporting my channel, we wouldn't be able to do this. But I thank you guys, and like I always say, it's been real, but until next time, thanks. Take care.